Steve Coppell is the most successful manager in our club's history, guiding the Eagles to promotion, their first ever FA Cup final appearance, a third-place finish in the top flight, and a domestic cup win at Wembley. But when the ex-Manchester United winger was given a chance to manage a club that was struggling to survive in the second division, few gave the former England international a chance. But the club saw something in the 28-year-old that convinced them to take a gamble. It proved to be the best football decision they would ever make. Gradually, with the help of former Palace captain Ian Evans, he built a side capable of challenging for promotion. Young, hungry players from the lower leagues were signed, and Palace's famous youth policy was resurrected once more. And one man in particular, signed in exchange for a set of kits from non-league Greenwich Borough, would take English football by storm. His name was Ian Wright. Following that promotion, and thanks largely to Mark Bright's goals, we cemented our place in the first division.
It's a great finish. Millwall hold their heads.
And marched towards the FA Cup final.
Thorne picked it on, and it's gone in. 4-0.
A 4-3 semi-final win against champions Liverpool is one of the finest moments in the club's history, and that victory meant a first ever FA Cup final appearance at Wembley, where we so nearly caused an upset against Manchester United.
Now here's Wright, his first chance to show what he can do, and he's through. It's Wright. Oh, what an impact by the substitute!
Sadly, United won the replay after a thrilling 3-3 draw, but Coppell had now convinced his players that anything was possible. And in 1991, Palace exorcised those Wembley ghosts by beating Everton in the full Members' Cup final and finished third in the English top flight. A feat that nowadays would have meant Champions League football for the Eagles. But unfortunately for Palace, in those days there weren't as many European places up for grabs as there are today, so we missed out. A year later, Palace were founder members of the Premier League, but despite some memorable moments in the League Cup, that team suffered the heartbreak of relegation on the final day of the season. Coppell resigned as manager, but returned 4 years later to famously guide the club back to the Premier League a full 13 years after he'd first walked through the Selhurst Park gates.
David Hopkins looking at trouble.
Steve Coppell, a true Palace legend.